Now it's time, snuggle up, little one. Hold me tight, snuggle up, day is done.
It's bedtime with Barney all over the world. Bedtime with Barney for all boys and girls.
Oh, I love story time. Now it's time, snuggle up, little one. Let me read just for you. You're the one.
It's bedtime with Barney, so come gather round. Bedtime with Barney.
And we're story-bound. Hi there, this is your friend Barney, and I've got a wonderful story for you. Have you ever had to move to a different place and make new friends? Well, this is a story about a family who moves far away to a place where their new friends aren't just people. Let's get nice and cozy and snuggle up, and I'll tell the story. Try closing your eyes and use your imagination. Now here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who lived in the city. The little boy loved the city. The shop windows of the stores filled with toys and goodies. The wide streets filled with cars. And the sidewalks crowded with people all hurrying to go somewhere. And he loved to look up at the tops of the tall buildings where people lived or worked. His mommy and daddy would take him to the quiet parks with beautiful flowers and lots of green grass to play on and ducks to feed in the ponds. And most of all, he loved the animals who lived in the zoo. Lions and tigers, and especially the elephants. One day, the little boy's mother and father came home with big news.
We're going to move to the country.
The little boy was very surprised.
What will we do in the country?
We're going to start a farm.
What will we do on a farm? We'll grow vegetables to eat and raise animals.
What kind of animals?
Oh, let's see. Sheep and chickens, pigs and cows, and lots of other animals.
Even an elephant?
Maybe not an elephant, but it will be lots of fun, you'll see.
The little boy wasn't so sure he wanted to move to a farm. He liked living in the city so much. But he thought his mother and father knew best. So, when it was time to pack their things, the little boy got a great big box and started packing his toys, and his books, and his clothes and shoes. His mother and father said that was a big help. They packed everything else. And finally, when they were done, a huge truck came and took everything away. The little boy was sad to leave the city. His parents took him downtown so he could say goodbye to the buildings he liked so much.
Bye-bye, buildings.
Then they went to the park so he could say goodbye to his favorite trees and flowers.
Bye-bye, oak tree. Bye-bye, roses.
And finally they went to the zoo so he could say goodbye to his favorite animals.
Bye-bye, Mr. Elephant.
And then they got in their car and drove off to the country. They drove and they drove and they drove.
Wow! My new home. Now I can unpack my toys and my clothes and my books.
And then they began to unpack.
I wonder what's in this box. My toys!
I wonder what's in this box. My books.
I wonder what's in this box. My farming tools.
After they were finished unpacking, father went out to the field behind the house and began to plant. And do you know what he planted? He planted carrots. He put the carrot seeds in the ground, and after a while, little carrot tops started to poke up out of the soil. The carrot tops weren't colored like carrot bottoms. The carrot tops were colored green. They weren't very big yet, but you could tell that one day their tops would be green and leafy. And they'd have long, pointy, orange carrot bottoms. Everyone was so excited.
Those are the most beautiful carrot tops I've ever seen.
Our carrots will grow big and strong here.
And they'll taste just yummy.
But then, one morning after breakfast, they went to the field, and the little green carrot tops were gone. They looked on the ground and saw that bunnies had made tiny footprints in the muddy field.
The bunnies ate our carrot tops.
Well, we'll just have to plant some more. But first, let's build a fence around the field to keep the bunnies out.
And so they began to build a fence. It was going to be a wonderful fence. The little boy helped his father carry the rough brown wood out to the field, and he helped hold the boards while his father sawed them. And when they had finished sawing all the pieces of wood, the little boy helped his father nail the fence together. And when they were done, they thought it was the strongest looking fence they had ever seen.
This ought to keep the bunnies out.
I think so too. Let's plant some more carrots now.
So they planted more carrot seeds. And just like before, after a while, wonderful-looking green leafy carrot tops started to poke up out of the ground. And, just like before, one day they went to the field and all the carrot tops were gone. This time, the bunnies had dug underneath the fence to eat the carrot tops.
Oh dear. The bunnies ate the carrot tops again.
So, the little boy thought about it and came up with a plan. He followed the bunny footprints until they led him to where the bunnies lived.
Yoo-hoo! Mr. Bunny, are you in there?
And pretty soon, some white bunny whiskers appeared at the top of the hole.
Yes, I'm here. Who are you?
I'm the little boy who lives in the great big house next to the field with the carrot tops you keep eating.
Oh, carrot tops. We all like carrot tops here. We've been meaning to thank you for growing them for us.
They're not for you, they're for us.
You eat carrot tops?
Well, no, not exactly. We eat carrot bottoms.
What's the problem then? We'll eat the tops and you can eat the bottoms.
Silly bunny. You can't have carrot bottoms without carrot tops. Carrot tops and carrot bottoms go together. And if you eat the carrot tops, we can't grow the bottoms.
Oh, that is a problem. What will we do?
So the little boy thought and thought. And Mr. Bunny thought and thought. And finally, they had the same idea at the same time.
We can share the carrots.
Said the little boy and Mr. Bunny.
We won't eat carrot tops until there are carrot bottoms for you.
After we pick the carrots out of the ground, we'll cut off the tops for you.
And Mr. Bunny went back inside his bunny house, and the little boy went home. He told his father and mother about what he had done, and they were both very happy.
Now we can all enjoy the carrots.
And they all did. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, wasn't that an interesting story? Can you imagine how those carrots looked in the field, with the family and the bunnies watching them grow? And how much fun they had at harvest time. Carrot bottoms for the family, carrot tops for the bunnies. You can share things, the right things at the right times, just the way they did in the story. And right now, I think it's time for you to snuggle up and start sharing some nice dreams. Time to sleep, time to dream, little one. Close your eyes, covers up, night has come.
It's